You just write that now?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 Oscar-winning movie songs.
There will be music, romantic candlelight, provided by myself. And when the moment is right, you confess your love.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most timeless tunes that took home the Academy Award for Best Original Song. Which Oscar winner would you vote for? Let us know in the comments. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below.
Lovely as you were yesterday.
Number 20, Flashdance, What a Feeling. Flashdance. While the screenplay isn't this 80s staple's strongest element, music and dance are how the characters truly communicate. This triumphant pop ballad brings Alex Owens' story full circle as we follow her from a humble steel mill worker to a dancing star ready to shine. Flashdance bursts on the scene with invigorating music by Giorgio Moroder and empowering lyrics from Keith Forsey and Irene Cara, the latter of whom also injects her zealous vocals. This wasn't the first time Cara helped carry a song to Oscar gold, performing the titular tune from 1980's Fame. Flashdance is another song that'll live forever, capturing that special feeling when a young adult comes of age and achieves their dream, encouraging all aspiring artists to reach for the stars. Number 19, Take My Breath Away, Top Gun. Outside of the thrilling aerial sequences and the magic of Tom Cruise, the Top Gun franchise is best known for its electrifying music.
Gutsiest move I ever saw.
Now then, this is a perfect example of a textbook maneuver.
With Take My Breath Away, Giorgio Moroder would fly away with another Academy Award along with wingman Tom Whitlock. The angelic vocals of new wave band Berlin bring a gravity-defying sentiment to the song that works on two levels. The song makes you feel as if you're gliding through the air, almost becoming one with the sky above.
Take my breath away.
At the same time, it conveys the steamy romance between Maverick and Charlie. For a film with a lot of fast-paced music, this song slows time down, allowing the audience to catch their breath while also taking it away. Number 18, Let It Go, Frozen. After Tarzan capped off the 90s renaissance with You'll Be in My Heart, Disney went 14 years without a Best Original Song Oscar. Frozen ended the dry spell with a snowstorm.
Let it go. Let it go, can't hold it back anymore.
Let It Go not only became the film's breakout hit, but it changed the narrative's course. Although Elsa was originally conceived as a villain, Kristen Anderson Lopez and Robert Lopez sought to unearth her humanity with this deeply personal tune.
It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free.
Let It Go establishes that Elsa was never a villain, but rather a vulnerable yet powerful woman ready to break free after a lifetime in the shadows. The filmmakers also came to see Elsa in another light, evolving her into one of Disney's most progressive heroines with the voice of the wickedly talented Idina Menzel.
Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway.
Number 17, Glory, Selma. This historical drama ends on a high note with a march to Montgomery and Martin Luther King Jr. delivering his How Long, Not Long speech. It's a crucial moment in the civil rights movement, which is encapsulated in a song from Common and John Legend.
One day
When the glory comes, it will be ours.
For all the progress that Dr. King made, Glory is just as much about the struggles that persist 50 years later. In addition to the 1965 Selma marches, the song references the 2014 Ferguson unrest.
They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots be on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up.
Common and Legend bring a soulful sound to the music. This gives the song a timeless sentiment, as if it could have been released in the 60s or today. It's a haunting yet hopeful protest anthem, motivating listeners to continue the pursuit of equality and glory.
When it's all said and done, we'll cry glory. Oh, glory.
Number 16, The Way We Were, The Way We Were. From Barbra Streisand's opening hums, this song evokes a sense of nostalgia, as if the audience is drifting back in time. Of course, nobody can go back to the old days. All they can do is reflect on their precious, fragile memories.
Misty watercolor memories of the way we were.
Some memories are uplifting and romantic, others are laced with heartbreak and regret. Marvin Hamlish's melancholic melody conveys all of the above, foreshadowing the star-crossed romance between Streisand's Katie and Robert Redford's Hubble.
Smiles we gave to one another for the way we were.
The song resurfaces as the film closes, leaving their relationship in the past while also contemplating what could have been. Alan and Marilyn Bergman's lyrics paint a poetic portrait of love slipping away, leaving you sad that it's over, yet grateful that it existed in the first place.
What's too painful to remember? We simply choose to forget.
Number 15, J-Ho, Slumdog Millionaire. After everything that Jamal and Latika endure, the audience wants nothing more than to see them get the happiest ending imaginable. Slumdog Millionaire delivers with Jamal's newfound fortune and a kiss that'll make you believe in destiny. It's the finale performance of J-Ho, however, that pushes the film over the top. Choreographed by Longinus Fernandez with the flair of a Bollywood number, J-Ho translates to a few different meanings, all of which pertain to victory. While Gulzar's lyrics are written in Indian, the song transcends language barriers, speaking to anyone who's ever dreamed of a better life. This is further expressed through A.R. Rahman's music and the principal vocals provided by Sukhwinder Singh, making you want to flash mob the night away. Number 14, Streets of Philadelphia, Philadelphia. Few Oscar-winning songs epitomize a place and time quite like Bruce Springsteen's Streets of Philadelphia. The place is, naturally, the lonely streets of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The time is the early 90s, as the HIV/AIDS epidemic continues to plague humanity.
Voices of friends vanished and gone. At night I hear the blood in my veins.
While the disease had been prevalent for over a decade, it remained a taboo subject with few mainstream movies or songs shining a light on the crisis. Streets of Philadelphia manifests the isolation of Tom Hanks's Andy as he seeks justice and basic human dignity after being wrongfully terminated from his job.
Brother, are you gonna leave me wasting away on the streets of Philadelphia?
Springsteen's music and lyrics bring out Andy's pain as his life slowly but surely drains away. As long as his heart is still beating along with the drums, though, he'll continue to fight.
Leave each other alone like this on the streets of Philadelphia.
Number 13, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Outlaws Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid live as if every day could be their last. Between the shootouts and the plunges off cliffs, there's time for a carefree bicycle ride set to this joyous tune.
So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job.
Written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head washes all negative feelings away as singer B.J. Thomas casts a rainbow of optimism. Although the song is full of light-hearted vibes, it's also kind of unsettling when you consider Butch and Sundance's ultimate fate.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Cry is not for me.
The song leads you to believe that our anti-heroes will overcome any obstacle that confronts them, but their luck is bound to run out eventually. Regardless, it's impossible to listen to this song without immediately being put in a good mood.
I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
Number 12. Into the West, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. Arguably no film brings a greater sense of finality to a trilogy than The Return of the King. Into the West closes the book on this epic story, reflecting on the end of one journey and the beginning of another.
The ships have come to carry you home.
For Frodo, the next adventure awaits in the far west, where the Undying Lands reside. For Sam, it's back in the Shire with his family. Although it's tear-jerking to see friends part ways, every character is where they should be.
What shores are calling? You and I will meet again.
Singer Annie Lennox, who wrote the song with Howard Shore and Fran Walsh, summons a sense of loss, drawing inspiration from the untimely death of a young filmmaker named Cameron Duncan. While bittersweet, the song also provides comfort, leaving us with a peaceful farewell.
A light on the water, gray ships pass into the west.
Number 11. Skyfall. Skyfall. James Bond has a long history of captivating theme songs, 3 of which won Oscars. 2012's Skyfall was the first victor, with Adele bringing a fresh yet traditional sound to 007's legacy.
I've drowned and dreamt this moment, so overdue I owe it.
Co-writing the song with Paul Epworth, Adele's vocals are moody, fearless, and ready for action, much like Daniel Craig's Bond. The song foreshadows much of what we're about to see, including a last stand at Bond's childhood home. Somehow, the tune summarizes the story without actually giving anything away.
Where worlds collide and days are dark, you may have my number, you can take my name, but you'll never have my heart.
Just as Bond is forced to revisit his past, the audience is motivated to go back to the beginning and re-watch the opening title sequence. Not every Bond song hits it out of the park, but Skyfall is practically ingrained in the story's DNA.
When it crumbles, we will stand tall, face it all together as Skyfall.
Number 10. Shallow. A Star is Born. Although it's been remade multiple times, the plot of A Star is Born hasn't drastically changed with each incarnation. However, every adaptation possesses echoes of the decade it was made. Music plays a monumental role in mirroring the era. Evergreen has a sentimental sound that screams 70s pop.
Two lights that shine as one. Morning glory and midnight sun.
Shallow is a modern duet, fusing Jackson's country rock with Ali's folk pop. The lyrics speak to both singers, neither of whom is fulfilled in their lives.
I'm falling. In all the good times I find
myself longing for change.
Together, Jackson and Ally hit all the right notes, but their union may also be headed for an inevitable shipwreck. Nevertheless, the chemistry between these two makes the audience want to jump into the deep end with them. By the time the song concludes, their whirlwind romance is already well out into deeper waters.
We're far from the shallow now. In the shallow.
Number 9. Falling Slowly. Once. Once is the definition of a little movie that could. It was produced for only $150,000, and Glenn Hansard used his own childhood guitar for the film. Although the filmmakers had to scrape together whatever pieces they could find, the result was a profound musical that culminated in Oscars for Hansard and Markéta Irglova.
Falling slowly, eyes that know me, and I can't go back.
Through Falling Slowly, Hansard's Guy and Irglova's Girl express what's truly in their hearts. Although Guy doesn't realize it yet, Girl is already married and will inevitably return to their husband.
Raise your hopeful voice, you had the choice, you made it now.
As their voices join in a simple musical shop, though, it's clear that these two are meant for each other. Their time together may fly by, but their feelings and music are still falling with no end in sight.
Falling slowly, sing your melody, I'll sing it loud.
Number 8. Can You Feel the Love Tonight? The Lion King. With 3 Lion King songs nominated, the odds favored Tim Rice and Elton John, leaving that year's ceremony with statuettes. Nobody was surprised when they picked up Oscars for Can You Feel the Love Tonight.
In perfect harmony with all its living things.
While the sweeping ballad is in the tradition of Disney's past love songs, there's something almost mystical about this one. It's also one that immerses us in the beauty of nature as Simba and Nala are reunited, seeing each other through adult eyes.
He's holding back, he's hiding, but what I can't decide. Why won't he be the king I know he is, the king I see inside?
Of course, you don't have to be a lion to feel the love in the air. It's a song best experienced on a moonlit evening with your significant other, letting nature take its course. And to think, this was almost a comedic song between Timon and Pumbaa.
In short, our pal is doomed.
Number 7. I've Had the Time of My Life, Dirty Dancing. To be fair, we can understand why Baby's parents would have reservations about their daughter being romantically involved with Johnny. Dirty Dancing isn't a film that runs on logic, however. It runs on music.
We saw the writing on the wall as we felt this magical fantasy.
After seeing Baby and Johnny take to the dance floor in the grand finale, it's hard for even the biggest cynic to deny their connection. While the number is skillfully choreographed by Kenny Ortega and Miranda Garrison, this ending wouldn't be nearly as iconic without I've Had the Time of My Life. The song sees Baby blossom from a sheltered teen to a confident young woman, ready to publicly display her love for dance and Johnny. As romantic as it is invigorating, nobody puts this song in the corner. Number 6. Moon River, Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Wider than a mile, I'm crossing you in style someday.
Holly Golightly lives the extravagant life of a socialite, partying every night away. Behind the elegant clothing is a complex soul whose pursuit of wealth and glamour is interrupted by the arrival of a struggling writer, Paul. Holly may deny that she's developing feelings for Paul, but she sings the truth through Moon River.
We're after the same rainbows and
Henry Mancini and Johnny Mercer wrote the song to accommodate Audrey Hepburn's vocal range. Unlike the persona that Holly has created for herself, the melody and lyrics are quite simple. Therein lies the beauty of the song, speaking to Holly's background as a country girl. The song expresses the spontaneous Holly's yearning for an exciting life, unaware that the greatest adventure of all is looking down and smiling at her.
Moon River and me.
Number 5. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Howard Ashman and Alan Menken ushered in a golden age of animated Disney musicals with The Little Mermaid, winning the Oscar for Under the Sea. Ashman sadly wouldn't live to see the release of Beauty and the Beast, which won another Oscar for its titular romantic ballad.
Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast.
Whether listening to Angela Lansbury's tender rendition as Mrs. Potts, or the pop duet between Celine Dion and Peabo Bryson, the timeless song is guaranteed to bring a tear to your eyes. Not because it's sad, but because the union of Belle and the Beast is so heartfelt, demonstrating how love sometimes flourishes in unexpected places. What Ashman helped start would continue with Aladdin, winning Menken yet another statuette along with Tim Rice for A Whole New World.
I'm like a shooting star. I've come so far. I can't go back to where I used to be. Every turn a surprise. Every moment red letter.
Number 4. Lose Yourself. 8 Mile. Although Lose Yourself was an immediate success for Eminem, some doubted that the Academy would embrace a hip-hop song with lyrics about vomit and spaghetti. Eminem didn't even bother showing up to the ceremony.
Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he know he won't have it.
Viewers were pleasantly surprised when Barbra Streisand, of all people, announced this stimulating rap song as the victor. The song's Oscar journey mirrored the story of B. Rabbit, an underdog rapper who seizes his shot to bring down the house.
This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move toward a new world order. A normal life is boring.
Lose Yourself would be the first hip-hop song to win an Oscar, opening the door for future hits like It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp. The popularity of Lose Yourself has only endured over the decades, so much so that Eminem finally performed it at the 2020 ceremony.
You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go.
Number 3. When You Wish Upon a Star. Pinocchio.
Fate steps in and sees you through.
Disney has a way of building upon classic stories to create something unique. For example, a wishing star doesn't play a significant role in Carlo Collodi's original Pinocchio story. In Disney's adaptation, the wishing star symbolizes one of the film's key themes of never losing hope. It also provides the basis for Pinocchio's signature song, which would have a life well beyond the film it derived from. When You Wish Upon a Star has developed into Disney's anthem, every bit as synonymous with the company as Mickey Mouse and Walt himself. Lee Harline's composition and Ned Washington's lyrics are the stuff of dreams, becoming the first Disney song, as well as the first song from an animated feature, to take home an Academy Award.
When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true.
Number 2. My Heart Will Go On. Titanic. An epic love story deserves a theme song that complements the romance's towering scope.
Every night in my dreams, I see you, I feel you.
My Heart Will Go On pairs with Titanic so flawlessly that it's hard to believe James Cameron didn't want a pop song closing out his masterpiece. Celine Dion was also hesitant about singing another end-credits song. Composer James Horner and lyricist Will Jennings were so passionate about the idea that they secretly developed My Heart Will Go On, eventually convincing Cameron. We're grateful that they did, as the song elevates what was already a touching finale to an emotional powerhouse. It's never been confirmed whether Rose is dreaming or departed in the end. Either way, the song says everything about her undying love for Jack more than 80 years later. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Over the Rainbow, The Wizard of Oz. It's hard to believe, but MGM seriously considered removing Over the Rainbow due to pacing and the idea of having Judy Garland perform at a barnyard.
Over the rainbow, way up high.
We almost see where they're coming from, as the number has no dancing, effects, or vibrant use of Technicolor. Without Harold Arlen's soothing melody and Yip Harburg's heartwarming lyrics, though, Dorothy's character arc would feel incomplete.
Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me.
Dorothy dreams of escaping over the rainbow, but upon arriving in Oz, she finds that everything she ever wanted was back in Kansas. The song thus serves a dual purpose, encouraging us to follow our dreams while still finding comfort in what we have. Fortunately, several key figures convinced MGM to keep the song, resulting in an Oscar and a cinematic milestone.
Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I?
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.